Welcome to Fret Not. My name is Rob.
My name's Colton, and welcome back to the High Gain series, where today we have for you the ever-awaited Charvel. This is the Pro Mod Plus SoCal, and then look at that. That's an Evertune.
Evertune. So, if you're new to the channel or you hadn't been around the channel, I'm going to fill you in really quick on this guitar. We ordered this guitar 5.5 weeks ago, something in that area, from the time frame that it was released. We ordered it the day it was released. I got it through a company out of Tennessee. We'll talk about them in a little bit. Got them to order it for me, good friends. Long story short, they sent the first one. Took about a week and a half to get it. They sent the first one and it was damaged in shipping, so we sent that one back. They sent another one, which took another week and a half or so, and that one was damaged in shipping. So finally, we went back and forth with them, and finally they sent a third one, which took almost 2 weeks to get it, and so that puts us kind of in today, and it came in good shape, and we don't believe at all that the guitar left the factory out of California, you know, their shipping department. We don't believe it left damaged.
No.
Both of them were, you know, from the shipping services. So a long-awaited guitar, and it's been a long time since I've owned a Charvel, and I have my own personal reasons for that. I was never wild about Jackson, you know, acquiring Charvel, and I'm not wild about Fender acquiring Jackson and everything else. So, but this is, I believe, if I'm saying it right, I believe this is the very first time in a production model they have released any of their guitars, or this guitar, with an Evertune. And that's what made me want it, and we wanted to review it for you guys because I think this may be kind of, from big box, maybe kind of the best of the best if you look at all the specs and the way this guitar is set up. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to talk to you about specs. And if you notice the discoloration on the pick guard, it's because I haven't taken the plastic off. Yeah. There's not that on the pick guard.
Everybody likes to keep the plastic on sometimes.
I keep it on. It'll last longer and a little less. So we're going to talk to you about specs on this. We're going to let you hear this live in a mix. We're going to explain to you where we got it and where you can get it, which is a really good deal. And yeah, this is, so we're going to start out with the specs on this. So this has got 2 Seymour Duncans in it. It has the Nazgul and Sentient combination. It is the first one we have with this combination in it. It obviously has a Evertune bridge, which is amazing. We love Evertune bridges. You're going to have a volume tone, a 5-way switch. You've got 22 stainless steel frets, and the fretwork on this, they're jumbo, and the fretwork on this is really, really nice.
It's pretty nice.
You're going to have a roasted maple neck. They call it carbonized, but it is a roasted maple neck. And you're going to have an ebony fretboard with locking tuners up top. Now they are Charvel named locking tuners. They're not hip shot or go to anything like that, but they work really well. And for me, the combination of an ebony fretboard, an Evertune, the Seymour Duncans, and the stainless steel frets with a roasted maple neck, for me, now the body on this is alder. And that's I'm really good with alder because it's a very resonant wood, and all of those together just make this, to me, a really good foundation for a guitar. Now they make a Pro Mod, and those are a lot cheap. They make Pro Mods that are cheaper than this, but this is the Pro Mod Plus, so you get, I think on the Pro Mods you get regular frets, and on the Pro Mod Plus you get stainless steel frets.
Now, what would they consider regular frets?
Just nickel. Just nickel? Yeah, okay. And there's nothing wrong with nickel frets, but over time, if you jump around on stage and you beat and bang your guitars, you can dent nickel. It's just much more difficult. And usually, if you get stainless steel frets on a good fretboard, you never have to replace them. You never have to do anything. And I've had to replace nickel frets. That doesn't mean you can't use nickel frets. Nickel frets are great too. You just can't be quite as violent with them.
You got to watch your hammer on. In other words, you cannot be hammering on those frets.
You'll just this guitar only comes in one color, and it's this kind of midnight blue. It's the only way you can get it. That's the only really drawback from ordering this guitar. If I ordered a guitar stuff. I built a guitar from Kiesel. This is going to be in that price range. It's going to have the same wood without being able to, if you don't upgrade the wood. I just think, and this has a Graphtec nut. I forgot to say that,
yes.
Which is very important.
Yes.
I just think for the money, this is kind of a mid tier guitar. I don't really know how you get, if you're buying big box, I don't know how you get much better combination, of all of the specs together.
Gonna be hard pressed.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to let you hear this in the mix. We're going to come out and we're going to tell you where we got this, how long it took to get it, how much it cost to get it, to see if something like this might be in your future. And we're going to turn you guys on, if you don't know, to a shop where maybe if you're looking for something like this, you can get your gear from, and you don't have to go through the big store, the big retail stores. These guys, we've bought quite a few guitars from, and they're just amazing people. Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to shut up, let you hear this in the mix. We're going to come out, talk price point, how you get it, where you get it, how long it takes to get it, if you want to get it, all that good stuff, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. You got a chance to hear it in the mix. The guitar sounds amazing. Mm-hmm. Everything, all of those specs work together. So basically on this guitar is going to retail anywhere from probably $16.99 to $18.99 depending on where you buy it. I believe it was $17.99. It started out at $16.99 pre-release, and then release moved up to $17.99, and that is a lot of money, but for the specs you're getting on this guitar, the playability, a real Charvel, I think it's a really good buy.
I think it is as well. I mean, you're like you said, you're getting a lot of appointments for that price.
Yep.
And some other big box brands, you're paying more than that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And you've got killer combinations, like you said, with the roasted maple neck, the ebony fretboard, and the alder, right?
Yep. Alder body.
It's a solid guitar.
It is.
To me, it's not the lightest. It's certainly not the heaviest, but it's got some weight.
It's probably going to be in that mid sevens, in weight. It's not a light guitar because alder is not light, but it is a good wood with a lot of resonance.
Yes.
So at least they didn't. It's not a super high end figured wood, but at least with alder you're getting that. If there's such an animal as tone wood, you're getting a good a tone wood.
And the Evertune as well, and locking tuners, so you're really getting your bang for your buck, and probably more some.
I think you are, because most Evertunes, and I mean everybody's going to have different price points no matter where you are on the planet, but I think the Evertunes have probably ranged somewhere between $300 and $400 for an Evertune, if you get it. And so that's, if you take that off the price of the guitar, then you're getting a Charvel down around $1,200, $1,300 with stainless steel frets. So I think all in all, I think the company did really good to release this. I think they've been needing to release this. Charvel, you need to release more hardtails. They're giving us a very few selection every year of hardtails, and we love the Floyds, but you need to release more hardtails.
Yeah.
So I told you this is about $17.99 for this guitar. We purchased this guitar. We could have got this guitar at Guitar Center, Sweetwater. Everybody carries this guitar. If it's a big name guitar store, they have this guitar, or they have the ability to get it. But we went to somebody that we've used in the past, and they're out of Chattanooga, Tennessee right now. They may be moving to a different town. I'm not sure yet. But it's called Drop D Guitars, and I'm going to try to put their deal up on the screen for you. The reason we use them, is they carry super nice equipment, and usually I can go look through their stock, and there's stuff that I can buy there pretty much anytime as long as my wallet can stand it. And because they're there on their website, now I'm not telling you 100%, but it states every time I do it, it's free shipping. And if you're not in the state of Tennessee, since they are, there's no tax on it. So if you put the free shipping and the tax, and you take that off the price of the guitar, they've saved you a ton of money right there.
Yep.
Now, they're going to be more of a specialty store. They're going to have a ton of guitars, but they're not going to have every guitar, and they're not going to have every entry-level guitar. They focus on kind of these style of guitars. They do have a little bit of everything, so make sure you go check out Drop D Guitars. And if you need anything, man, at least give these guys a shot to, try to run your money through them. They've done great with us. I think we've bought a total of 3 guitars, man, and they just treat us like we're kings every time we call them. They go way out of their way, and I'm going to be honest with you, this was a 5-week deal, and it had nothing to do with Drop D Guitars, but I believe if I could have went through other people, and I probably wouldn't have come out with as little stress as this was, even though we kept getting defective guitars. They handled everything. We didn't have to do anything. And they made sure when the guitar come in every time to check it, go over it, everything. They offer, professional setups. They can do anything you want. And so if you're out there looking for guitars, man, and you're on the GC website, the Sweetwater website, nothing against them, because I buy from them too. But make sure you go over and check out Drop D Guitars. Really cool people, and they have fantastic stuff. And in the future, they may be in the process of moving. We're trying to work a deal out, and I think we're pretty good on it. But we're going to wait till they move. But we're going to go up and meet them, let you guys meet them. We're going to show you their shop and show you what they do. And just try to get a little bit more attention to them, because we're really glad we found them.
Yeah, it seemed like throughout the whole process getting this that they were fighting for us instead of us having to fight for the guitar.
Yeah.
They were, just kind of taking care of us.
Yeah, and they were just as, they were probably as bummed as I was every time it came in and it wasn't right. And they were right back on the phone with the rep and going, we got to do something different because this ain't working. You know what I mean? We got to get these guys a guitar. And when we bought this, we bought it through them specifically because that company is buying it and it's not coming to a YouTube channel. Yeah. I try to do that. I try to exclude Fretnot out of purchases if I can, so we don't get select guitars.
Yeah, and we would need to know what it's like as just
a consumer,
consumer, and it being shipped to us like that. For you guys.
That's why we chose to do it as opposed to getting it from Guitar Center Sweetwater. They all know us and they know what channel we are, and I don't know what their policy is on checking stuff. Who knows if it would have been damaged from them? I don't know. That's a shipping service problem. Yeah. But make sure you go check out Drop D, man. And back to this guitar real quick. If you've ever played a real Charvel, they're just butter, if that's a terminology you can use. If it's that style of music that these guitars are. Now, obviously, a majority of everything they make is Floyd Rose. I'm not a huge Floyd Rose person, so it's really been easy for me not to purchase a Charvel in a really long time. Now, a couple years ago, they started making a few hardtails, but I didn't really like the fact that it was very limited on what you could get. And this year they announced that Evertune would be on there. I was really bummed that you only get one color, but hey, it happens to be in my favorite color.
It's a really cool color combination. I'm loving that it's a metallic blue. It's a real deep metallic blue, and just everything else blacked out with it is just
Well, the pick guard looks like crap because we're looking at the plastic on it, and I hate to take it off because then it's gonna I gotta constantly clean the surface of the guitar.
But I mean, I could imagine without the plastic what it would look like, and it would probably just be really kind of just shiny like the knobs and the Evertune here, and it's nasty. So
if you don't know anything about these guitars, there's very few of them out there. It's a new release. I don't know if Charvel will do this again. It just depends on how many sells, but the fact that they did listen, and obviously some of their customers have said this or they wouldn't be doing this, the fact that they listened and stepped outside their deal and put an Evertune on one, you can't get that guitar from me for no reason, because that's just a specialty to me to be able to have a real Charvel and a real Evertune on the same guitar.
Yeah, it's nice.
So listen, guys, if you don't know nothing about us, make sure you go out to our channel, man. We have a series called the Entry Level Metal Playlist. We go out and we purchase, this channel purchases entry-level guitars. We try to find the best bang for the buck where you can kind of get into and play kind of metal sound guitars. And then we bring them in, review them, and we give our viewers a chance to win them. We give away a guitar every week on Saturdays. So if that's said, they're more entry level than this, but if that's something that you think you might be interested in, make sure you go back out there. There's always 3 or 4 videos up every week that you can get in on, and we give a guitar away every week.
Yep.
So listen, go check this thing out, man. We all know Charvel, we all know Fender, we all know Jackson, but I think this is whoever made the decision in those 3 companies to make this. Kudos to you. We're really happy, and it's nice to have a Charvel back in the arsenal.
Yeah, this thing plays amazing. I think the tone is just, it's evil.
Yeah. Well, it's a nasty.
Evil tone. It's nasty. And the playability is right there with it. It's a great guitar.
All right, listen, guys, we're humbled by you. We really appreciate you. Make sure you stay around the channel, man, because we'll be back with something else for you. And until next time,
Stay tuned.